one. We do have a presentation on the stage. It kind of demos and goes through Fusion. What I want to talk about here, just on a very high level, talking about Crestron Fusion software. Anything that is connected to a Crestron control system, even our previous generation, the 2 series, anything connected to a Crestron control system can be monitored, managed, and controlled through the Fusion software. So the more rooms, the more systems, the more devices you get connected onto the platform, the more visibility and the smarter you are, the more data points you can start to collect and connect. So we can actually connect more data points and in ways that nobody else can. So let me give you a very, and a lot of our clients are actually saving millions of dollars. Again, this is what I'm talking about, where this isn't just a luxury, this is a necessity. This is where the clients are today, and we as an industry need to be. So we have a very high profile client who doesn't like to be named, looks like they weren't doing things very smart previously, but they had, it's a global company, and all of their video conference rooms are always booked. They're constantly booked. People couldn't get into the room because they presumably didn't have enough video conference rooms, apparently. So we need more video conference rooms. It's overbooked. We can't have our meetings. We need more video conference rooms. So they were all set to do it. They had the architect plans. They had all the budgets, millions of dollars to build out all these new video conference rooms and all the equipment and installation that go along with it. Then they got, along the way, they got Fusion. And they started analyzing the data. And you know what they found out? They found out that most of the time, people were not using the video conferencing system in those rooms. They booked the rooms because they were the biggest, nicest rooms. Or maybe they were the nicest rooms. They liked them. But they weren't using the video conferencing system. So they completely changed their plans. And they decided, we don't need more video conference rooms. We just need more nice rooms. And they actually wound up saving millions of dollars. The other thing that they discovered was that the majority of the meetings that took place in those big rooms, and I have to correct myself, they didn't need more big rooms, they need more nice rooms. They found out that these are big conference rooms, 12, 50, whatever on the table. Most of the meetings that were booked were 4 people or less. They actually needed little huddle rooms. So now it made them a lot more efficient, a lot more productive, because they could have more meetings. And they saved a ton of money. And that was data that they collected from the Fusion software.
Just to know how many warm bodies are in the room.
Well, we know how many people are invited to the meeting. So it's a very, very powerful solution. And it gives you the remote control capabilities, it gives you help desk capabilities, it gives you emergency calls. There's a lot of other things that go with it, but the real takeaway is we can really drill down and know how the rooms are being used, when, by whom, how often, what devices, and then we can start to really make informed, data-driven decisions about purchasing, staffing, scheduling, resource allocation, and even in that example, workspace design.
Is it service provider ready, multi-tenant and all that, or is it just for one enterprise?
This is, I believe it's one enterprise, but you can see all the rooms in any building, anywhere around the world. So I don't know if we can see, maybe if we go around the other side, it's scalable, but it's for one enterprise. If your enterprise is a few rooms, it works. If it's a building, it works. If it's global campuses all around the world, it works. There's a standard hierarchy. You can drill down from a city to a building on the campus in that city, to a room in that building, to a light switch in that room.
This is your asset. This is also an asset management.
Yeah.